Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I've got a really special story I can't wait to share with you. It's all about a great big question, a journey that seemed totally impossible, and a secret that was discovered in a city made of pure gold.
But first, let me ask you something. Think about this. Could one person really, truly be a friend to everyone? I mean, to every single person all at the exact same moment? It sounds kind of impossible, doesn't it?
Well, that's exactly what our story is all about. It's about a super wise and wandering storyteller, and his name was Narada. He loved to travel the world, playing his instrument and telling stories. But one day he heard a story so amazing, so mind-boggling, that he just knew he had to find out if it was true.
And the story? It was about his dear friend, the wonderful Lord Krishna. Now, Narada had heard plenty of amazing things about Krishna before, for sure. But this one? Whoa. This was on a whole other level. It was the most surprising thing he'd ever heard. Get ready for this. The story he heard was that Krishna had married 16,100 queens. Yep, you heard that right, 16,100. And what's even crazier, each and every one of those queens lived in her own beautiful palace. That's 16,100 palaces. Can you even imagine that?
So, this was the big puzzle that was spinning around and around in Narada's mind. How could one person, even someone as amazing as Krishna, be a loving husband to every single queen in thousands of different homes all at once? It just didn't seem possible. Narada's heart was buzzing with curiosity. He knew exactly what he had to do. He thought, this is absolutely astounding. I have got to go and see this with my own two eyes. And just like that, his journey began. He traveled all the way to the incredible city of Dvaraka. Now, this place was something special. It was a magical fortress built right in the middle of the ocean, and it shone like it was made of pure gold. And oh, this city, it was so alive. As Narada walked through it, he saw these amazing parks just bursting with flowers. There were beautiful lakes filled with pink and blue and white lotus flowers. And everywhere he went, the air was filled with the happy songs of swans and cranes. And the city itself was a wonder. He saw thousands and thousands of palaces, shimmering as if they were made of pure crystal and silver. And inside, the furniture was decorated with gold and sparkling jewels. It was like walking into a real-life fairy tale, the most beautiful place Narada had ever seen. So, with his heart just pounding with excitement, Narada picked one of the thousands of palaces, took a deep breath, and stepped inside. He was ready. He was going to find the answer to his great big question. What do you think he was about to find? And there he was, Lord Krishna. He was sitting right there, laughing and playing a board game with his beloved queen. Krishna looked up, gave Narada a huge, warm smile, and welcomed him in like an honored guest. Narada was just amazed. Still wondering how this could be, Narada quietly left and went to a different palace. He opened the door, and what did he see? There was Krishna again. This time, he was being a loving father, gently cuddling his baby children and making them giggle. Okay, now it gets really wild. Narada went from palace to palace, and his wonder just grew and grew. In one home, he found Krishna laughing and joking with his wife. In the next, Krishna was listening to epic stories with his friends. In another, he was a brave warrior, practicing with his sword. He even saw Krishna planning a big wedding for his daughter. And then, in yet another palace, Krishna was just sitting all by himself, meditating peacefully. It was unbelievable. And here's the most important part. In every single one of those 16,100 homes, Narada found Krishna. And he wasn't a ghost or some kind of echo. No, he was completely, totally there, giving his full love and his full attention to whoever he was with. Narada's mind was just spinning with joy and amazement. That big question came back, but this time it was filled with awe. How was this possible?
What was the secret to being able to share so much love with so many people, all at the same time?
Well, the secret has a special name, Yoga Maya. Now, that might sound like a complicated word, but it's actually something really simple and beautiful. You can think of it as the special divine magic that comes from a love that is so big, so real, and so powerful that it can make impossible things happen.
You see, this wasn't a magic trick just to show off how powerful he was. This was Krishna showing the power of his love. His love was so big and so real that he could share his whole self with every single person who loved him, all at the same time. Narada finally went to Krishna, his heart just overflowing with everything he had seen. And Krishna just smiled gently, and with all the warmth in the universe, he explained, "I am teaching the world about love. Do not be disturbed, my son." And right then, Narada understood. His question was answered, not with some clever explanation, but with a feeling of overwhelming love. His heart was so full of joy and wonder that he felt a song building up inside him, a song about everything he had just seen. He looked at Krishna, and his new song was just ready to burst out. "Please let me go," he asked. "I want to wander the worlds and sing about the wonderful things I have seen." And that's exactly what he did. From that day on, the great Saint Narada traveled everywhere with his instrument, singing his new song. It was the story of how love is the greatest magic of all, a love so big it can be everywhere for everyone all at once. Narada found a wonderful story of love that he needed to share with the whole world. And you know, we all have that same magic in our own hearts. So, I have one last question for you. What wonderful stories does love want to tell through you?